That's the start, of course, of what becomes an affair, which becomes the centrepiece of the film and has a profound effect on both your lives and the lives of people around you. You said earlier when you were looking at a script, you think, oh, yeah, great, but I've got to look this way, that way. What about when you pick up the script and it says a nude scene? I mean, what do you think? Because the love affair with Patrick Wilson is very expressly done.
It is,
and it has to be, because it has to be a big, passionate affair. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
The love scenes, you know, I remember when we did All the King's Men, I turned to Jude and I said, OK, you know what? I'm never doing this again, because it's just, I can't. I've had 2 kids, you know, there's a limit to how many times you can get away with this stuff. And then along comes little children, and there I am again. But the truth is, it doesn't get any easier, that stuff. You know, the moment arrives and you wake up in the morning and you think, oh no, it's today. But you just have to sort of get on with it, and it is very much part of the job. But as you say, you know, the dialogue between those 2 people, Sarah and Brad, during those scenes is so telling of how deeply they're falling for each other and how much they're changing as people as a result of this relationship.
But I know you've got very strong views, haven't you, about the perfect body, about the way that actors are supposed to project themselves, and everything's supposed to be perfect in Hollywood and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it is something that is very important to me, and I do think, actually, particularly at the moment, it seems to be quite disturbing, all this stuff, this obsession with image and weight. It's got really out of control, you know, there isn't a day that goes by where there isn't another sort of look who's the thinnest thing, and it really upsets me, it really does.
In what sense? Why?
Well, what's that telling people? I mean, is that a good message? I don't think so. And certainly not young teenage girls, you know, who are very impressionable and very, very vulnerable. I remember being that person, and I've got a daughter, and I don't want her to see all these things and think, oh, so to be glamorous, then I have to be thin. I mean, it's completely unfounded. And also, magazine covers, you know, I have to go on magazine covers, and it's very much a part of the job, but they are retouched to within an inch of their life, you know, and they make people look a certain way that isn't actually real, and
that happened to you, didn't it?
It has happened
with the Man's
to me.
magazine, you were
Yes.
airbrushed.
Well, I was actually stretched, I think. Stretched? Yeah, I think I was just stretched like that. But you know, it isn't fair when it suggests that a person looks a way that they don't, and also it just goes against my own personal principles. So yes. I do sort of wave my real flag, maybe a little bit too much, but I'm afraid I'm going to keep on waving it.
I think you should. I think it's an important issue, because it's not just a matter of glamour; it's a matter of health as well. I mean, these kids.
Absolutely.
And you said you've been there in that sense.
Yeah.
So in what sense was that when you were a child? You had weight problems, or
well,
what?
I was a very stocky child, and was definitely an overweight teenager, and I just naturally and sensibly lost the weight. But then I went a little bit too far, and I just didn't eat very much for a while. It was about a 6-month period, and I was really, really tired. I wasn't well. You know, I mean, this kind of thing, it can affect your fertility. I mean, it's really very dangerous, and I just wish that it would stop, actually.
Were you bullied at school? Because the way
yes,
you are?
I was, yeah.
And what, call names?
I was called Blubber.
Blubber.
And they put me in the art cupboard and called me Blubber.
That's not nice, is it?
Yeah, but look at me now!
Look at... Exactly. What are they now?
Exactly.
You see, when you were that person, it's interesting to see you now as being as successful as you are. I mean, you're a wonderful actress and very successful. But did you, at that time, did you ever imagine that this would happen to you? That you were going, no.
No. I mean, I think I knew, or I certainly felt when I was quite young, 5 or 6, that I wanted to be an actress. And it was something that all my family were doing. It was like somebody got a new pair of shoes, the other person wanted the exact same shoes. My older sister wanted to be an actress. Oh, I wanted to be an actress as well. It was just part of our lives, but I didn't think about films at all. I didn't, you know, we didn't get a video machine until I think I was about 13. So, yes. You know, I just didn't know about that world at all, and to find myself in it now and doing well, you know, it is something that I'm unbelievably grateful for, and I have been so blessed to have worked with so many great people, and I've learnt so much. That's the other thing about filmmaking that people sort of forget when you're that young and you're doing it. Yes. You know, there's no lesson for that. You learn on the job. Yes. And so I really had, you know, Ang Lee, Emma Thompson, Peter Jackson. I mean, these are people I worked with in my late teens, and it was such a blessing to have had that.
But not your husband?
No, I haven't worked
Sam
with him
Mendes.
yet.
No.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, a very good director. Of course, directed Jude Law in Road to Perdition.
Yes, yes.
So, I mean, all the cross-references are quite amazing. But what's his view now? I mean, you said that when you went to see this movie that you enjoyed it, Little Children. Sam, I guess, didn't go with you. Did he go independently to see it?
I didn't want to watch it with him because it sort of meant so much to me, and I think I was just nervous to sort of see if I was any good in it or not. and I said, look, babe, I'm going to have to just go on my own. He was like, absolutely, you know, of course. And then he saw it a little while after, and have to watch it. I don't get emotional now when I say this, but he came and he cried.
Did he?
Yep.
What did he go on? What? That's nice. There's nothing nicer than I'm proud.
No. I didn't mean to do that.
So, I mean, he was just so proud of what you'd done. And what did he say to you? Tell us what he said to you.
He said, you have so many secrets, and I'm incredibly proud. Sorry, what am I doing? OK, I'm stopping now. This is absolutely stupid.
It's not stupid at all. It's a nice moment with someone you loved, who you respect too, who said something to you which you found profoundly affecting. What's wrong with that?
Well, you know, nothing matters to me than, you know, what the people I love and what they think. And I don't read reviews because, to me, that sort of is so distorting. It's a distorted opinion, which is, you know, often a very nice one, but what matters to me really is what, you know, my mum and dad and my husband think.
And you don't read the gossip columns?
No.
Not anymore.
Well, they're going to write about me crying on parking now.
Well,
so.
that's all right. That's not like writing about the things they love writing about, like, oh, she's got cellulite and stuff like that. Important issue, you know, stuff like that.
Oh, well, you expect that, don't you?
I know, you absolutely do. Well, listen, I think it's a very interesting movie. I really do. And has it been opened? Is it opened in America yet? Is it?
It's opening on November the 3rd.
OK, well, all the best with it. Kate Winslet, thank you very much indeed. Kate Winslet.
Thank you very much.
After the break, music from The Who and talk from Jude Law. We'll see you then.